an assault and battery on a household member, and strangulation, suffocation charges. A charge of reckless endangerment of a child was added on. February 2023, apparently all the charges were dropped. 4 months later, he was arraigned on an insurance violation, number plate obscured or concealed ID, and forgery. Once again, charges were also dismissed. But even if the charges were dropped or dismissed or whatever, why not deport him? Or at least let ICE know what's happening. Then in November of 2023, he was charged with a slew of crimes, including indecent assault and battery on a child under 14 and assault to rape a child. All indictments were dismissed for an arraignment by a higher court. All right, he was then arraigned on a bunch of sex crimes against a child, released again. All of this very frustrating for my next guest. Todd Lyons is the Field Office Director of Enforcement and Removal Operations at ICE's Boston Field Office. Thanks very much for being here. Appreciate it. All right, so do I have this right? You guys go and arrest 5 accused criminals, 4 of them accused of child rape. You guys ask that they be detained, and then local officials either say no or ignore it and release them?
Yeah, hi, Dan. First, thanks all for highlighting the great work that the officers at ERO Boston have done. Yeah, so that's really the problem we have right now, is the fact that we do put out these detainer requests. We do reach out to these jurisdictions and ask their cooperation to help us identify these pretty heinous criminals, just like the ones you just read off there earlier. When you think about someone that's accused of rape of a child, 5 counts over the age of 3, 9 counts of rape of a child over 14, you would think that a local jurisdiction would want to help us, help keep that person in custody, or deport that criminal alien from the country, take them out of the neighborhoods. Don't let them back into that immigrant community where they can reoffend again. But we don't have any cooperation.
Well, let me ask you this. When you guys arrest them, why can't you just take them and deport them?
Well, what we have to do is we have to go ahead and work with those host countries to go ahead and ensure that we can remove those people back to that country. It does take a while to get them properly in front of an immigration judge, get them a final order so that they have their due process in immigration court. But we just want that opportunity. All too often, you'll see a criminal, a non-citizen, released back into the community and disappear. Right. That's the problem, is that they can absorb a new identity, and we'll never have the opportunity to take them into custody in a safe environment. It'd be a lot safer for us to take them into custody at a local jurisdiction, in a lockup, in a holding area, where my officers are safe, other people in the community are safe, but we have to go out time and time again, if not daily, to go after these criminal aliens that are pretty much having free reign to run rampant and escape jurisdiction, escape prosecution.
What are the local officials saying as to what their answer is as to why?
Well, a lot of them is policy based. A lot of them is based, as you read from the decision from the Massachusetts Supreme Court. And we respect local jurisdictions, we respect local policies, we respect state law. However, when we have the opportunity to take that person into custody and show that ERO, especially as an ICE component, is a viable law enforcement partner to help keep neighborhoods safe, you would think that they would want to go ahead and work with us. There are a lot of jurisdictions that, while they say they honor the detainers and they try to work with us, they'll call in the middle of the night and give our duty officer 15 minutes to respond to the jail. There is nowhere in Boston or Massachusetts you can get 15 minutes, have that opportunity. But yet, in their mind, they cooperated with ICE. And that's really frustrating for us. One of my quotes from that ride-along that you showed was, we really don't have the resources to go and get every criminal. When we have to make the decision every day on who's the worst out of the ones that are being arraigned today, because we can only get 1 or 2 of those. And hopefully we can go and track the other ones down later. That's really frustrating for my officers and myself, because they're getting back into the community where they can just blend in and disappear.
I have to tell you, I didn't quite understand. ICE put out a statement that said that the Essex County Sheriff's Department refused to honor one of the detainers and released an individual. And then a spokesperson for Essex County gave a statement, which I don't even know that I understand. It said, the Essex County Sheriff's Department did receive a detainer for this individual on November 8, 2023, while this person was in our custody being held on state charges. As per our protocols, the detainer was delivered to the Lynn District Court along with the individual for a January court date the detainer was signed for, by court officials and acknowledged the individual was released from court and never returned to the custody of the Essex County Sheriff's Department. I don't quite understand what their defense is there, right? Which is what? We handed him over to the courts and the courts released him?
Well, that, and we do see that a lot. And Essex County is one of those jurisdictions that does work with us. Originally, it seemed that he was released from lockup, but they did their due diligence. They made sure that detainer went forward with that non-citizen to court. And court just didn't acknowledge that detainer.
Wow.
And for us, that's what's really frustrating.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.